Hey guys, quick vlog. First thing we're going to talk about is the past UFC this weekend. Didn't get to see all the fights, but I will talk a little bit about the fights I did see. Okami looked like a beast. He just won in every aspect. Didn't look like much of a fight, just a one-sided beating, and just showed what a powerful guy he is. My favorite fight by far was Joe Lauzon and Jim Miller. Miller showed unbelievable striking skills. He showed just dynamic, explosive, and really accurate shots. Took really good advantage of his build and his power. But with that said, Lauzon is not even human. The way he took the punches, nasty cut right off the bat, and he came back. He didn't even come close to not quitting, but he didn't even take a step back. He just kept going forward. And you can always tell when the referee comes and asks somebody, like in between rounds or after he checks a cut, he gives the fighter kind of an out. Like, you okay? Can you see out of this eye? And a lot of fighters will be like, no, I can't see out of that eye. And then when they stop it, they complain. But they know the referee's going to stop it if they ask that. Guys like Lauzon and a lot of other guys out there, you know, Arturo Gatti mold. The referee asked him, "Are you alright? Can you see and everything?" He goes, "I'm fine. I want to fight." I mean, those kind of guys, there's just no quit in them, and that's I love watching that. I'm glad he didn't get hurt. And then with like 10 seconds left, he cinched on. You know, he tried for a flying ankle lock, almost got it, then turned it into a guillotine-ish choke. And I think if he had 3 more seconds, he would have won the fight. But I mean, that just proves that he tries all the way. I mean, it's great to watch. And it makes me really proud to be in this sport. I mean, what other sport is anything like this? Football? I mean, you're running up and down with a little football and running through a little, trying to get past the line in the grass. I mean, that's your biggest goal in the sport. I mean, how tough is it? I mean, baseball, you're trying to hit a little ball, and then you run, then you go back to the locker or the dugout, you smoke a cigarette, and then 5 minutes later, you go out to the field, you stand there for half an hour. I mean, there's no other sport, anything even close to MMA. And, you know, just the fighters, I mean, it's a representation of life. You know, it's just, they're so tough and they're so skilled, and it takes so much conditioning and heart more than any other sport. So, with that said, Cain Velasquez, I think he just started off so quick and such a brutal pace. I just don't think Junior was able to adapt to that or get off. And I think he just kept that pace. And even though they both kind of tired towards the end, I think Cain had built up such a momentum already that it was just too much, and he won handily. It was great strategy, great conditioning, great power, great technique, great skills, and then a humongous heart on Junior's part. He'll be back, so that was great to watch too. Leonard Garcia, my favorite non-pit fighter, lost. From what I hear, very reputable sources, that he should have won that fight, but he didn't. And another fight that I didn't get to see, Melvin Gilliard lost, and I was always pulling for him, even though I'm a big fan of Jamie Varner as well. I was pulling for Melvin, but he lost a close decision there. So that was our night of the fights. Thanks to Lance, great host, and we got to watch him at his place. And it's always a great time there, spending time with my close friends. If you guys haven't got a chance to see, she has a website and on YouTube, The Patriot Nurse. To me, she's the most well-spoken gun advocate I've ever heard. First of all, she's an RN, so she's got that going for her. But she is, to me, when she talks about the Second Amendment, even assault rifles in the hands of civilians or non-military or cops, it's just, I've never heard anyone speak as eloquently or as well. And she gets a little far on the prepping, which I guess is what they call survivalists now, preppers, where they're planning for doomsday, Armageddon or whatever. And it gets a little much. I mean, I when the lights go out, I want to be able to have a few candles and a little bit of light and heat. So I have a propane, but I don't really stock up on big, months worth of food, gasoline, propane, and stuff. I'm not really preparing for doomsday, but I am a big, firm believer in, the Second Amendment. So I love watching that part of it. I'm not saying that people that are gun control freaks and they don't think they should have, civilians should carry guns. I'm not saying you deserve to get all your shit taken away, but I'll tell you what. If the shit ever did hit the fan, which I hope it doesn't, and you guys, you think the cops are going to come save you or somebody's going to come save you in some terrible, horrific thing, so you're not prepared to have guns yourself, you'll probably lose everything. Alright, so, with all that said, I think a law-abiding citizen, felon-free, background checked, psych clear, proficiency tested citizen should carry a gun. Any gun they want. Well, why should they carry an assault rifle? What if they want one? What if they need it for protection? What if one day, I'm not saying it'll happen, even though it has since the beginning of time, on every continent in the whole world, what if the government turns on its people? Okay? I'm not saying it's going to happen, I'm not paranoid, but Second Amendment is written so the people can be protected if such a crazy thing happens. Or if someone tries to steal their, car, tries to break in their house, tries to rape them, tries to kill them. Every law-abiding citizen should be able to carry, own a weapon. It's the Second Amendment. Quit fucking arguing it. And you sissies that don't want to have a gun and you think guns should be controlled, don't carry a gun. Don't have a gun. Don't even lock your fucking door. If you think it's that safe, don't lock your fucking door. Okay? When you go somewhere, leave the key in the ignition. Alright? If you really don't think that there are bad people out there, don't lock your door. Don't get insurance, because nothing bad will ever happen if you're that fucking stupid. Alright? So, I'm saying be prepared. You don't have to be a prepper or a survivalist, even though those guys might be the smartest, but don't put down people that do want to be prepared. I'm certainly not going to dog on the survivalists or the preppers, because if the shit hits the fan, they're probably going to be eating a lot better than I am. But I'll tell you what, when the shit does hit the fan, I'm going to be locked and loaded. And if you're not, that's on you. Anyway, have a great New Year. I'm going to come up with my resolutions tomorrow, and I'm going to put them up, and everything's going great, and I will see you guys soon. Remember to like this, share it, and comment on it, because 2013 I'm going to be blogging a lot more, and I want to get your guys' input. Alright? Thanks.